Hello everyone. Today we are going to start a new lesson series. Uh, this is the book Mathematics A, Student Book 1. So let's look at the first unit, first lesson. So in this first unit, you can see we have 4 lessons. Okay, first one number, second one algebra, graphs and shapes and space. Okay, let's start with the first lesson, number 1. Okay, in this first lesson, number 1, we have to learn basically about add and subtract, fractions and mixed numbers. You know fractions from earlier classes, so it's something like this. This is called numerator. This is called denominator. Okay, and you know mixed numbers. Mixed numbers are the numbers that have two parts. Okay, a natural number and a fraction. So this has something like 3.5, and this is a mixed number. Okay, and we have to look at multiply and divide, fractions and mixed numbers, solve problems involving fractions. Okay, so those are the main learning objectives of this first lesson, number 1. Okay, so before going to the lesson, we have some things to remember. Okay, you know that when we divide and add same sign, what is the result? Plus. Okay, so you can see plus multiplied by plus is plus. Plus divided by plus also plus. And you can see same signs resulting plus. This one is also same sign, and you can see these are different signs. Different signs. It results in the multiplication and division results in minus. Okay, you can see these are plus, these are minus. That one previous grades. Okay, so then the second point we have to remember, finding common factors. You know that when we are simplifying, we find common factors. Even in grade 8, you have learned this. And the third point, we have to know find the lowest common denominator. You know LCM. I think you remember this LCM. And the fourth point we have to remember, the value of a fraction is not changed if the top and bottom are multiplied or divided by the same number. You know that, right? So if we take 1 over 2, this is similar to if we multiply both the numerator and denominator, we get 2 over 4. These two are similar, so this also similar to 1 over 2. And if we get 3 over 6 and divide this by 3, both numerator and denominator, what do we get? We get 1 over 2. So these two are also similar. That's the point they tell here. And then you have to know how to convert the mixed numbers into fractions, simple fractions. So I wrote here the mixed number uh, 3 and half. So how can we convert this into just a simple fraction? So what do? Is we multiply these two. 3 times 2 and this one plus 2 all are on top of 2. So this is 3 times 2 equals 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 over 2. So that means sorry, this one is not 8. That this is 7. This is 1. This should be 1 because 3 times 2 plus 1. 7 over 2. So this is 3.5. Like that, you can get a mixed number. And not a this is not the last answer. This is the answer. So 7 over 2 is the mixed number. Okay. Now these things you know. Okay. So simplifying fractions. Uh, so we call a simplified fraction. Let's say we have 2 over 4 and 1 over 2. What is the simplified fraction? This one, we can divide both numerator and denominator by 2. So we can further simplify this and get this. So this is a simplified fraction. We can't simplify this furthermore. So if the numerator and denominator has no common factors, this is called a simplified fraction. Let's say we have 3 over 6. You can see that these two have common factors. So 1 is 3. 3 times 1 and 3 times 2. So common factors are there. So this is not a simplified one. But when we cancel these common factors, we can get the simplified fraction. This is the simplified fraction. Okay, I think you got the idea. Okay, let's look at this examples. The first one, they are saying us to simplify this. Okay, the first thing we have to do is find the common factors. You know that 28 is 7 times 4 and 42 is 7 times 6. We can further simplify this. 7 times 2 to the power 2. 7 times 2 times 3. Okay, you can see the common factors now. Now we have to cancel those common factors. So we get 2 over 3. Now you can see they have given the answer here. And also if we check the B part, example B, you can see we can get common factors. We can simplify this by multiplying both the numerator and denominator by the same number. Okay, we multiply by 10, we get 8 over 16. Then you can see 8 times 1 and 8 times 2 is there. So then we get the simplified fraction 1 over 2. Okay, so you know if we have a decimal number with a decimal point, so we can convert it into a fraction. We have done this in previous grades. Okay, so the meaning of this is, so you know that we can convert this into scientific notation 4 times 10 to the power minus 1. The meaning of this is we are dividing 4 by 10. These two are similar. So 4 by 10 we can further simplify into 2 over 5. How? 4 over 10 equals 2 times 2, 2 times 5. So common factors, we can cancel those common factors, then we are left with 2 over 5. Okay, so I hope those are clear. Then you can see this one. So 0.025. We can write this. The trick to write this is we take the decimal point into the right hand side. So 1, 2, 3 points. So then we have to write 25 over 1, 2, 3 zeros. That's the answer. So they are written it here. Now we can simplify this. 5 times 5. 5 times 5, 25. 25 times 40. These two cancels out. It's equal to 1 over 40. Okay. And this one we have to change into a decimal. Okay, so we can write this as a decimal as using longer division. Okay, so 2 divided by 5, 0. We look for 20, we get 4. So this is the answer. And we can get the decimal of this one. 5 divided by 8, so 0. The 50 we get 8 times 8 times 5 is 40, 8 times 6 is 48. So 20, we get to 16, 45. So this is the answer we get. Okay, so I think you can check this exercise also. It contains similar questions. So you have to first simplify this. I'll do 1 or 2. So if I take this 15 or 45, you can get the common factors. 5 times 3, 5 times 9. And these two cancels out and we can further simplify. This can be written as 3 times 3. So this is equal to 1 over 3. And this one, we can write 0.9 or 2.7. We can multiply both the numerator and denominator by 10. Then we get 9 over 27. You know that 3 times 3, 3 times 3, and these two cancels out, we get 1 over 3. So that's how you can simplify. Try those other questions yourself and you can check the answer with the calculator. Okay, and if they have given a fraction, we can get the decimal. How? We have to divide this by longer division. So if we use longer division, divide by 5, 0.40, so you get 0.8. Like that, do these questions yourself and check with the calculator. And these ones, you can do it like this. Okay, so 8 over 3. First, you have to see how many 3's are there in 8. Okay, how many 3's are there in 8? 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. So we have to take this one. Only 2. We can take those 2 out. And how many are remaining? 2 is remaining. 2 over 3. Like that we can write. What we do is we get the whole 3's out. Okay. How many whole 3's are there in 8? We take those out and write it as whole number. And write the remaining as a fraction. Like that we can get the mixed number. So we can write this as how many 4's are there in 33? 3 times 4 is 12. So we can write 3 and 4 over 1. 1 over 4. So this is the answer. And these ones we can turn into an improper fraction. How? First we have to multiply these two. 2 times 3. And add this one plus 1. First thing is this. And all are over 3. So 7 over 3. This one we can get 3 times 5 is 15. 5 at this one plus 3 all are over 5. So the answer is 18 over 5. And if we try one of these questions, Craig buys a ring for $500. He sells it for $750. Write the selling price as a fraction of the cost price in its simplest form. So selling price is 750 as a fraction of the cost price. So can write this as 750 as a fraction of the cost price. Cost is 500. So we can write it as this. And also other way around, we can write it as 500 over 750. I think this way is better because if we simplify this will result just oh no, not this way. This way is the right way, and this will result if we take common fractions. 250 times 3 is 750. So 250 times 2 is 500. So these two cancels out 3 over 2. Like that, it's simple. And these ones we have to simplify. So you can see 3 is a common factor. So this is 2 over 7. And this one, if I multiply by 10, 1.2 times 10 over 3.2 times 10. So this is 12 over 32. So I can write it as 3 times 4, 4 times 4 times 2. You can write it as 3 over 8. Like that you can simplify as a single fraction. These ones are similar. You have to do the longer division. 5 over 16. This contains 348. 2, 16 contains 4. 40 contains 16 times 1 like 2. 32. So we get 80 contains 5. So this one results in 0.3125. You can try those yourself and check the answer with the calculator. You can try those questions yourself. These are also similar. you can try those questions yourself. And if I do this one, Elliot scores 65 out of 18 lessons. Write this as a fraction in its simplest form. 65 out of 80. So we can write it as 5 times 13 and 5 times 60. So these two cancel sum. It's 13 over 60. This is the simplest form. Okay, so let's do the multiplying fraction in the next video. So do as much as exercises yourself and check. You can check most of the questions answers with the calculator. First do it yourself, then check it with the calculator. So good luck, and thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe.